Greetings, everybody. Welcome. It's Patrick Oborn, co-founder of Telarus, coming to you live from Telarus Studio 19. Today, we have a very special guest. I am joined by Cathryn Valladares, the VP of Enterprise Solutions for Nextiva. Cathryn, welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. So today, we want to talk to you a little bit about Nextiva, obviously. Telarus, for quite some time, has been privileged and honored to be the #1 TSB for Nextiva for many, many years. But we did that primarily on the back of smaller orders, SMB, mid-market. You are the VP of Enterprise Solutions. I don't think a lot of people in our audience may recognize and realize that Nextiva has really created a push into enterprise. First, let's talk a little bit about what makes Nextiva great now, the SMB and mid-market. Talk to us a little bit about why Telarus partners keep bringing you those deals.
I think it all has to do with our foundation, which is amazing service. That's what we were built on.
Right.
And not only is that the actual technology and services itself, but it's the customer journey. And customer experience is obviously a hot button in our culture today. So we've done a really good job on putting people into the process so that the experience is great for each one of our customers, which makes us very successful in the small and medium business because they get enterprise service as an SMB customer.
That's right. You don't need to be a big monster customer to feel the love from your Nextiva support team. Your channel team also has done a tremendous job in endearing itself to the channel population. Our technology advisors out there know and trust that they're going to get great pricing. They're going to be answered the same day or maybe even same hour. Tell us a little bit about the push into enterprise, which really kind of falls under your jurisdiction. What are the plans there to really pique the interest of some of those monster, I won't say monster, the larger accounts?
So I've actually been at Nextiva for a decade, but I saw the writing on the wall that if we wanted to be successful and compete with our competitors, we eventually had to move up market. So about 2 years ago, we started our enterprise program, which honestly didn't include any customers. It was literally taking 2 years to build out the back office because, as I'd mentioned, amazing service is where it's at.
That's right.
So we've hired over 150 employees that are strictly dedicated to the professional services for enterprise. That allows us to do custom integrations. It allows us to do large-scale projects. We have feet on the street in every NFL city across the country. So it also allows us to give that white glove approach or keep that amazing service in enterprise just like we have in SMB. So we've built the program for 2 years, and now we're starting to put customers online in that program. And again, it's built on what our foundation is, and it's very successful in SMB. I anticipate it'll be very successful in enterprise as well.
So I guess you're here to answer the question, if you build it, will they come? Apparently they are coming.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about the dynamic that we see in the market where you have customers that are every customer is different, but we're seeing a large amount of customers opt into the UC-CC together package, as opposed to sourcing them separate and having two separate support infrastructures, separate support teams, two separate bills, everything else. Tell us a little bit about some of the relationships that you're forming to build that UC-CC combination.
So about a year ago, we went to market with Five9. So we are exclusive to Five9 on the contact center space. But that is also one of the key areas that allows us to go into enterprise.
That's
contact center is mandatory when it comes to enterprise solutions. And so the synergies of our two companies just blended beautifully together. They also believe in the customer journey, the experience, and the ease of the technology. So to your point, when we go into these larger entities, they do want a quote-unquote single throat to choke. They have many different projects on their plates, and so combining that solution into one provider, one carrier, one support system, if you will, is very important because it gives them that flexibility on other projects that they can dedicate their time to versus having to kind of chase the mouse when it comes to communication. So that has worked out well for us, but I also think in the enterprise space that's relatively new. Typically, those two entities were even different decision makers within an enterprise. So you had a contact center overlay specialist, and then you had a UC specialist. And now that's kind of combining into a single role within most of these organizations as well, which bodes well to the combined solution that we have with Five9.
Cathryn, real fast, I want to reference a book, Challenger Sale, and Challenger Customer, the follow-on. In Challenger Sale, we learn that over half of the advanced solution decision-making and purchasing process involves people. It involves the emotions that they feel during the sales process. It involves the comfort and the level of confidence they have in the team proposing that solution. When we look across the marketplace right now, if you look at the NASDAQ, you look at inflation, you look at a lot of things that are causing some panic. You're the largest UCCC provider out there that's privately held. Your competitors are publicly traded. Many of them are sitting on 50, 60, 70, 80% decreases from their highs. Many of them have announced layoffs. Since you are private, and due to the fact that so much of the customer journey depends on the people, do you guys have any plans for thinning down the ranks or making any cuts or anything of that nature?
Great question. We're actually doing the complete opposite. So we've hired over 90 people in the enterprise space just in the last 4 to 5 months.
Wow.
And we will continue to do that, again, because to your point, people make the difference. And so from even the engineering side of the house, which is what I own, we've added architecture, which is another layer, if you will, for that feeling and sentiment that the customer might have in a pre-sale process to being comfortable with us as a solution provider. But it also gives us a voice to talk to not just the IT team, if you will, but also the business decision makers that are now becoming more part of the sale, to your point earlier.
So last question and we'll wrap up. You are in charge of enterprise solutions. Mm-hmm. Put your product hat on for just a quick second and tell us a little bit about what the future at Nextiva looks like on the enterprise product side.
It's just ever evolving. So just like everything else that's becoming kind of like a shopping cart, if you will, it's adding on analytics, it's adding on voice transcription, it's adding on all of these feature sets that are data rich, if you will. And that's what Nextiva will continue to do alongside going international and going global. So
nice. Those
are the plans that we have in the enterprise space over the next 12 months.
That's fantastic. Well, Cathryn, we really appreciate you being here today with us. We absolutely adore our relationship with Nextiva. We look forward to working hard to continuing our streak of #1 with you guys. But also thank you for being here. Thank you for investing in your product. Thank you for investing in your team. We here, speaking for myself and my other teammates, we really enjoy working with you guys. So Cathryn, thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure talking to you. It's also been a pleasure working with the entire Nextiva team, the internal team, the product team, the channel team. On behalf of everybody here at Telarus, the employees, we love working with you guys. You guys support us enormously. And on behalf of our partners that I talk to every day have great things to say about Nextiva. So if you would like to work with Nextiva and Telarus, the Telarus Nextiva combo, please do contact Telarus. Go to Telarus.com, contact us, become a partner, or if you're already a partner, please reach out to your partner support manager. And that's all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, this is Patrick Oborn coming to you live from Studio 19 in Sandy, Utah. Take care of everybody. Bye-bye.